Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Quick update on the severe weather threat heading your way because we've got a huge line of storms that's going to bring some big time wind to the region tomorrow morning. Some things have been changing here in the last couple of hours. The system's been picking up speed. You can see the system extends all the way back into the Midwest. Just a massive storm system for this time of year. And it's picking up speed. The squall line's already in central Tennessee, which is about 2 hours quicker than we expected earlier based on some of the guidance. And when you start looking at some of these lines, I mean, I'm looking at the storm reports right now. It's just like 50, 60, 70-mile-an-hour winds up and down this entire line. It's causing all kinds of issues. And the concern tonight is when you look at this, I'm going to pause this, is this QLCS configuration. You heard me talk about it. It's just a fancy name for a squiggly squall line. You can see how the line is doing one of these things. So everywhere you get this burst of strong winds, it pushes out like there, there, and there. And then in these notches, you can get little spin ups. So this is not the type of system you want to mess with. So here it is at 9:30 tonight. Our model, Futurecast, it corrects itself about every 3 hours. So it's starting to catch up on the system. But you can see how it's moving through eastern Tennessee. So we're at 3 a.m. You see at the top of the screen. And there's the line. It's moving into North Georgia, the southwestern corner of North Carolina. And then we go towards about 5, 6 a.m. Look at this thing. It's almost in Charlotte. So it races into the mountains between 5 and 7 a.m. And it's knocking on the doors of Metro Charlotte at about 7 a.m. and likely going to be right over us sometime around 8 a.m. So by 9:30, the system is to the east. This is likely the main cold front, so the system's racing out ahead of it, what we call prefrontal trough. But this is where all the action is going to be in the morning. And then you see by 11:30, the thing's long gone and skies begin to clear. So overall, this is going to be a fast-moving system, but because of that speed, it's going to pack a ton of wind. So the strong storm's timing, I kind of changed this a little bit, 5 to 7 a.m. for the mountains and foothills, around 8 to 9 a.m. here in the Charlotte area. It could be even sooner than that. I was almost tempted to make this 7 to 8 a.m., but I think 8 to 9 is going to be a good time frame with the 7 o'clock time frame in here. So these aren't absolute times, but should give you a general idea. Then 10 to 11 off to the east. But I've upped these by a couple of hours as the system has really been picking up speed. One of the products we produce here from our Futurecast is something we call the Power Outage Index or potential. And what you're looking at here is a combination of strong winds, wet soil, bringing down trees. So it's the low to moderate range, but I'm not going to be shocked if we see some power outages during the afternoon. So our severe weather threats, by far the damaging winds, the biggest threat we're going to see. Can't rule out an isolated tornado, though. I think that's a very small chance. Hail's almost nil. These storms will be shrinking a little bit, but you can see our high range here for damaging winds, and if anything, this could go up a little bit based on just the forward speed, because when this line's moving at 50 miles an hour, that means it could produce 50-mile-an-hour winds. So line of heavy storms early tomorrow morning. Main threat, strong straight line winds, but clearing skies real quickly by the afternoon. Quick look at the Futurecast winds kind of gives you an idea how strong these winds are, even ahead of the front into the morning hours. And you notice the head of the line is purples. You're over 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. There's going to be some huge wind, and even on the backside, the winds could be howling for a while during the day tomorrow until we get to evening, and that's when winds should calm down. So the big story tomorrow is all going to be about wind. Please take all severe thunderstorm warnings seriously tomorrow. Trees coming down, roof shingles, that type of stuff. That's the damage worry about tomorrow morning. Again, time frame for Charlotte, 7, 8, 9 a.m. right in there. I think 7 it starts, but 8 a.m. could be the peak. So if you can get inside before that time frame and get off the roads, probably a good idea. This thing will be in and out quickly. So that's why I said if you just stay inside for a couple hours, things will be fine. By mid-morning, the system's long gone. Please be careful of tree branches, power lines. If you see some power lines go down, make sure you call Duke Power. Stay away from those. Keep the kids away from those. And the winds will be howling most of the day. They really don't calm down to tomorrow night. So I'm watching basketball now. You may be watching basketball or Olympics right now. We'll be on after the Olympics at 11:35. I'll have the latest data. We'll update any changes. And, of course, I'll keep things up to date on wcnc.com, on our Weathercaster app, and on Facebook and Twitter. Hope you have a great night and enjoy your evening.